Please, Kathleen Kennedy, stop ruining everything. But Kathleen Kennedy is all like, put another gay diverse woman in it, make it more fucking lame. And the Disney stock just keeps going down and down and down. And then Bob Iger is all like, nah, what's going on with my stocks? No, Kathleen Kennedy. Ah!
South Park is back, and it's aiming straight at Disney. While Disney desperately clings to applause with every inclusive remake and box-ticking diversity play, South Park sees right through the facade. Their latest special takes direct aim at Disney's destruction of once iconic classics. This time, Snow White and its controversial lead, Rachel Zegler, are in the crosshairs. The second Disney cast her, and after her bizarre comments about the original, the internet could smell the chaos coming.
We've already covered how Rachel Zegler is a terrible choice for Snow White. Nothing about her says Snow White, and that's even leaving aside the fact that she openly detests the story, as she said many times during this disastrous PR campaign.
Let's be clear, audiences want thoughtful, meaningful diversity in film. But Disney's recent moves feel more like corporate checklist marketing than real storytelling. Casting a Latina actress to play a character described as having skin as white as snow? They knew they were lighting a firestorm.
She's not white, but she should be. Snow White needs to be white.
But it wasn't just the casting. Disney gutted the soul of the story. No prince, no romance. The dwarfs? Replaced by awkward CGI creatures that look ripped from a low-budget video game. Disney said it was all about modern values, but audiences weren't buying it. And that's exactly when South Park stepped in with a brutal roast in joining the Pandaverse. Rachel Zegler didn't help either. Instead of honoring the role, she mocked the original, called the prince creepy, and dismissed the fairy tale altogether.
But there's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
Then came the MIC drop. Rachel basically told anyone who didn't like the changes to just not watch the movie. Smooth move. And just to twist the knife further, she joked that the prince's scenes might all be cut. This wasn't bold. It was branding suicide.
It's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
South Park didn't have to exaggerate anything. Reality had already done the work. In their special, Cartman wakes up in a world where he's been replaced by a woman of color. And just like that, Hollywood's obsession with surface-level woke casting became the perfect punchline.
Okay. Ma, I had a dream that I was replaced by a diverse woman. Oh, not again.
At South Park Elementary, chaos breaks loose. The boys are baffled, and then PC Principal strolls in with his trademark smirk, mocking them for not liking that Indiana Jones is now a woman or that Spider-Man is black. It was brutal, hilarious, and cut right to the bone of Hollywood's identity crisis.
I think it's perfectly normal that Cartman is suddenly a black woman.
You probably don't like that Indiana Jones got replaced by a female either, huh? Probably have a problem with Black Spider-Man, too.
It wasn't just a jab. It was a full-on slap in the face to the industry's tokenistic approach to representation. South Park didn't hold back, and no one escaped the blast radies.
Kathleen Kennedy is down on set right now, ruining the new Bambi movie.
Any diverse woman in it, make it gay.
Bambi's a baby deer.
Fuck baby deer, put a chicken in, make her gay.
The show even roasted Lucasfilm head Kathleen Kennedy, the face of Disney's Star Wars blunders. And the internet? It exploded. Elon Musk, Trump Jr., and conservative pundits all called it perfectly timed.
You were telling us about the South Park thing?
Oh my God, dude. Jamie, have you seen the new South Park?
I definitely saw clips of it.
It is so funny. First of all, Cartman has been replaced by a black trans woman.
But not everyone was laughing. Some couldn't believe South Park made Cartman. Yes, that Cartman, the voice of reason. But that's South Park's genius. They mock everyone, because taking any side too seriously is the real joke. Meanwhile, Disney scrambled. The backlash to Snow White was so severe they quietly brought back the dwarfs they had axed for the sake of CGI progress.
Stereotype. Right. This is about roles that were made for people such of my stature that don't have the chance to go out for other roles normally.
This wasn't about stereotypes. It was about missed opportunities. Little people who wanted those roles were sidelined. And the final product? A digital disaster. Creepy, lifeless, and totally UN magical. Disney tried to modernize a fairy tale and ended up with a tech nightmare. The internet memed it to death, And Disney went quiet, really quiet.
How much does this cost? They should get Doge looking at this movie. They spent $250 million making that movie.
Instead of a grand premiere, Disney chose silence. No red carpets, no big promo, just a low-key screening in Spain and a heavily edited promo video with Rachel wandering through castles. Emphasis on the scenery, not the movie. The message was clear. Focus on the visuals, not the reviews.
And I can only hope that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
But the damage was done. Disney didn't just update Snow White, they gutted it. Where The Little Mermaid kept some heart and stayed true to the original, Snow White became something unrecognizable. Rachel Zegler didn't help either. With every interview, she dug the hole deeper. To many fans, it felt like she hated the movie she signed up to star in.
This is really a bad movie, and I apologize to Walt Disney himself. I'm sorry.
She mocked the love story, dismissed the prince, and turned Snow White into a solo power anthem. No more "Someday My Prince Will Come." Now it's all about running the kingdom and smashing the patriarchy. Great for branding, maybe. Terrible for nostalgia. Disney panicked. Rumors even said they reached out to South Park's parent company, hoping to tone down the special. But South Park doesn't do mercy.
I'm waiting on a wing.
Then came opening weekend. A disaster. Rachel Zegler and her friends walked into an almost empty theater. Her co-star tried to bring the energy, but the vibe? Total cringe. A quiet theater, a few cheers, and Rachel holding flowers. Not from Disney, but probably from friends. The movie had ghosted the culture.